If you're watching this, there's a good chance you didn't vote in the local election, but it's not your fault. Only 4 out of 10 eligible people voted this year, and if you're under 30, the chances you voted are even lower. And that's clear in the people who were elected, many who campaigned on platforms supporting homeowners and rejecting initiatives like high-density housing and the development of cycle and walkways. Political commentator Bernard Hickey called this year's election results the boomer backlash. Clearly something is keeping young people from engaging with local government. So we're going to look at why that is and what Aotearoa might look like if that wasn't the case. 4 out of 10 is not democracy, right?
Yeah.
Is local democracy kind of broken?
I think that it is broken. I think that it was designed in a bygone era. There was a move to postal voting a few decades ago, and that actually increased turnout because it was easier. But now actually the realities of things like the postal system, it's different. The realities of young people now and their priorities and inequality and just renting, all of those realities are so different to when the system was designed. A lot of the people who are in positions of power can now see that that turnout is so low that it's no longer morally justifiable.
Does it really matter that people don't engage with local government? Like, is it just going to do its thing regardless?
So the problem that we have is that the politicians tend to listen to the people who vote for them because they're trying to get their vote. One of the things for students is that free public transport. Free public transport increases enrolment, attendance and education. Education is thought to be a good thing. So having free public transport and having young people vote on that and vote for candidates who support that makes that more likely to be listened to. And if there's a group that people just ignore, if politicians just ignore them because they know they're not going to vote, they are then less motivated to make policy in their interests.
A key barrier to young people engaging with local councils is a lack of representation. Sophie Hanford is an exception to this. She was elected to the Kapiti Coast District Council at 18 and just won her second term with 70% of the vote. So you've just gone through your first elected term in local government. What's the thing that you're proudest of?
I actually feel like I've been able to achieve more than I thought I would have. And I think too it's because I came into the role really believing all of those things about local government, which I feel like I've been able to challenge.
Which things?
That local government needs to be pale, stale, male, that local government process is incredibly slow and bureaucratic, that nothing can be achieved within these 4 walls, that we need to be out on the streets protesting. But over the last 3 years, I have done some things I'm really proud of. We have tripled our investment into climate education. We have invested more highly too into safe cycling and walking within our district. We have made climate considerations mandatory on all agenda items coming to council. We've now got a climate emergency action framework.
So how do we remove those hurdles for young people to participate in both the 3-year cycle but then also in the election cycle?
We need to lower the voting age to 16, make it 16 all the way. That is an absolute no-brainer. We need to look at things like online voting, like a single voting day so that the postal system doesn't get in the way of young people casting that vote. Let's support and enable people to have their voices heard through processes which enfranchise them and which show them that you can have your voice heard and something will happen. It's not just like you have your voice heard and it gets lost into the abyss and no one really cares.